Page 18, it came upon a midnight clear. 3/4 time signature, so there's 3 beats in a measure. We're counting quarter notes. It has a pickup beat, so we're coming in on beat 3. It means 2 other beats ought to be somewhere, and if you look at the end, they're there. I'm going to kind of take both hands together to shorten the video. Normally I'd just do one hand at a time to make sure I could do each hand and then put them together, but I'll do them both together just to shorten it. Left hand thumb is on middle C here, and the right hand has little finger on A, that's here, so we're here. May not stay here, but this is where we are, so it's 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you have an A and a C, 1, 2, 3, 1, right there. The A and the C is a half note, 1, 2, and then beat 3 is that. Go on. 1, 2, 3, 1. Now you're going to hold that down for 5 counts, and while you hold it down, you're doing this. And then third finger here. Normally we'd use second finger because that's the position, but we just use second finger here, so we got to use third. I want to connect them. So again, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You do that some more. Let's go to measure 13. You're here. Now they want your second finger. You're going to do that. You're here. It's very common fingering style. It's a technique in fingering we use a lot. Is when you have repeated notes. Here we have 2 Ds. If we need to change our hand position for what's coming, to get ready for what's coming, we do it on repeated notes if we can. And this is what we're doing here on measure 13. We're changing our hand position here on these 2 Ds because we need to be in this position. We're in here and we go to here. And we can do that just by second finger. Now we're in position. Because we had a C we needed to catch. And we can't catch the C in this position very well. That's why. So on measure 13, you're here, then 2. Now we're in middle C position. It's because G in the left hand. 1. Hold that down as you do this. Then you lift up, and as you lift up, you come back up. 1 key. 1, 2. Now the left hand has to move. In this fun, you need 4th finger on the A. We have 3rd. Now we're going to come up to 4. Well, you have rest. You got time to move. So measure 17. 1, 2. C sharp. 1, 2. And then on measure 21. The left hand comes back down with thumb on C now. So you have rest, you got time, so just move it. And then G, like that. And then on measure 22 is here, and then the third finger now is on the A. Scrunch up a little bit, and third finger. We just changed hand positions again. This is another way we do it. So it's here, here. And hold it down as you do that. And then go on, reach up here, just reach up 1, 2, and after you get there, come up, you rest, now you're back in this position, 2, measure 29, same as what we had on measure 13, now second finger, we're changing hand positions because we need to play the C in a minute. That F is tied, so hang on to it as you do that. That's sort of how it goes. I went through that kind of quick, but you can work it out. If you have to, just one hand at a time. But go through it then and get rid of any hesitations anywhere. No hesitations allowed, ever. Well, you can have them when you're first working on it, trying to get it to work out. Hesitations are okay. But once you've gone through that, then you need to go through and work out those hesitations. And it could take a long time too. It could take weeks or a month or more to get rid of the hesitations. Doesn't matter, I'm in no hurry, although if you want to learn it by Christmas, then you might want to do a little quicker. But you'll always be ready for Christmas for next year then. As far as your articulation goes, again, you got the slurs you can lift up. Lift up. Lift up. It's like taking a breath. It's like making the music breathe. So just lift up between the phrases. Dynamics, I go to the melody. MF, mezzo forte, moderately loud, whatever you think sort of loud is. Not loud, just sort of loud. And on measure 7, they don't need the P. I'm telling you, bring out the melody. The P, you should just automatically know to do that. You do it anyway. So it's in the background. I want to hear this all the time I'm doing this. I want to hear that. And then melody again. So they don't need the P and the MF in the second line as far as I'm concerned. You're just going to do it. You always do it that way. When you get to the top of page 19, this is soft. That's melody. And this is soft. Just like they told you to do it on measure 7 and 8. This is the same thing, except of course they're not telling you to do it, which is, in my opinion, correct, because they don't need to tell you to do it because you just do it. It's the melody. And then you go up to loud. And when you get to measure 21, the melody's loud, everything else is soft. Now here, this dies away on its own. Okay, it decrescendos, diminuendos on its own. This, so you might want to come up to maybe moderately loud to moderately soft and go down to soft. Here, so it feels like. Experiment with it and see. And then moderately loud, and at the end, the last 2 measures, then come down. We want to hear the F all the way through, so don't drown it out. And there's a retardando there, slow down. Takes a little practice. Really what they're doing is they're kind of giving you an idea on how to interpret the music, because the dynamic and the articulation and all that, that's all a part of interpreting the music. So how do you turn these sounds into music, emotion, feelings? It's up to you to get to know it well enough that you're not thinking about the mechanics, the notes and the rhythms and all, and you're just getting into the music and you feel it. Play it as you feel it. That's all. And they're giving you guides to go by. You're sort of loud. They're telling you to feel it sort of loud. It's up to you. But then everything else, of course, is going to be in the background because it's the melody that we're here for. The melody is what it's all about. As far as speed goes, I've heard this a lot of different speeds. They say moderately fast. If you were going to sing it, how fast? The fermata on the end, just hold that out until it feels right and then you let go. If I do it with a metronome, I just double the value, so I would hold it for 4 counts instead of 2. That's so I can stay with the metronome. Let's play it together very slowly and double check all the notes and rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I'm going to do both hands about the same loudness because I need you to hear both hands. Now this is after you learned it, right? Okay. I'll give us 2 counts because we come in on beat 3. Ready, go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. 2. 1, 2. two. One, two. One, two. One, two. Two.